Hey there, smoothie lovers. Today, we're whipping up a refreshing green tea and mint smoothie bowl that's perfect for those mornings when you need a little pick-me-up. Or, for those days when your kids have driven you to the brink of insanity and you're desperately seeking a moment of zen. Trust me, I've been there. Just last week, my little darlings decided to redecorate the living room with permanent markers. Let's just say I needed more than a smoothie bowl to calm my nerves that day. But enough about my domestic chaos. Let's dive into this recipe that's guaranteed to make you feel like you've got your life together, even if it's just for a few blissful minutes. This smoothie bowl is perfect for breakfast, a post-workout snack, or even a light dessert. It's refreshing, nutritious, and oh so Instagram-worthy. Because, let's face it, if you didn't post it, did you even make it? First, let's talk ingredients. You'll need 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 1 frozen banana sliced, 1 cup of frozen spinach, half a cup of Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of matcha green tea powder, 1 tablespoon of honey or agave syrup, 1/4 cup of fresh mint leaves, ice cubes, optional for a thicker consistency. For the toppings, we'll use sliced kiwi, chia seeds, shredded coconut, a sprinkle of granola, a few fresh mint leaves for garnish. Now, before we start blending, let me share a little secret. The key to a perfect smoothie bowl is getting the right consistency. It should be thick enough to eat with a spoon, but not so thick that you feel like you're chewing on a frozen banana brick. Trust me, I've made that mistake before, and let's just say my kids found it hilarious to watch me struggle with what looked like a green ice cube in a bowl. All right, let's get blending. First, add the almond milk to your blender. Now I know what you're thinking. Can't I use regular milk? Sure, if you want to be boring. But almond milk adds a nice nutty flavor and keeps things light. Plus, it's a great way to pretend you're being healthy while you secretly plan to devour an entire pint of ice cream later. Not that I've ever done that, of course. Next, toss in your frozen banana slices. Freezing the banana beforehand is crucial for that creamy texture we're after. If you forget to freeze your banana, just chuck it in the freezer for about an hour before you start. Or, if you're impatient like me, just use a regular banana and add extra ice. Life's too short to wait for frozen fruit, especially when you have 2 kids who seem to think mom's making a smoothie translates to, let's see how much noise we can make in the next 5 minutes. Now add your frozen spinach. Don't worry, you won't taste it. It's just there to make you feel virtuous and give your smoothie that gorgeous green color. It's like eating a salad, but infinitely more delicious. And let's be honest, anything that helps us sneak more veggies into our diet without actually tasting them is a win in my book. Time for the Greek yogurt. This adds a nice protein boost and gives our smoothie bowl that thick, creamy texture we're after. If you're vegan or lactose intolerant, you can substitute with coconut yogurt or just skip it altogether and add a bit more banana for creaminess. Now for the star of the show, matcha green tea powder. This is what gives our smoothie its unique flavor and that extra caffeine kick. Because let's face it, some days, coffee just doesn't cut it. Especially when you've been up since 5 a.m. because your youngest decided that was the perfect time to practice their yodeling skills. Add your honey or agave syrup for a touch of sweetness. You can adjust this to taste or leave it out if you're watching your sugar intake. Personally, I like my smoothies like I like my humor. Sweet with a little bite? Toss in your fresh mint leaves. These add a wonderful freshness and work beautifully with the green tea. Plus, they make your breath minty fresh, which is always a bonus when you're trying to have a coherent conversation with another adult after spending the morning negotiating with a toddler over why we can't have ice cream for breakfast. If you want your smoothie bowl a bit thicker, add a handful of ice cubes. This is optional, but it can help if your frozen ingredients aren't quite frozen enough. Or if, like me, you forgot to freeze the banana and are now desperately trying to salvage your breakfast while simultaneously breaking up a fight over who gets to use the red cup. Now, blend everything until it's smooth and creamy. This usually takes about 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your blender. If you're using a high-powered blender, it'll be done in no time. If you're using an old wheezy blender like mine, it might take a bit longer. Just think of the extra blending time as an opportunity to practice your deep breathing exercises. Trust me, you'll need them when your kids inevitably spill half the smoothie on the floor 5 minutes from now. Once everything is blended to perfection, pour your smoothie into a bowl. Now, here's where the fun begins, the toppings. Start by arranging some sliced kiwi on top. Not only does it add a nice tropical flavor, but it also makes your smoothie bowl look like it's ready for its close-up. Because we all know the real reason we make these is for the Instagram likes, right? Sprinkle on some chia seeds. These little powerhouses are packed with omega-3s, fiber, and protein. Plus, they make you feel like you're eating something exotic and trendy, even if you're still in your pajamas at noon. Not that I've ever done that, of course. Add a sprinkle of shredded coconut for some extra texture and tropical flair. It's like a little vacation in every bite, which is perfect for those of us who can't remember the last time we had a real vacation that didn't involve cartoon characters or overpriced theme park food. Toss on a handful of granola for some crunch. You can use store-bought, or if you're feeling particularly domestic, make your own. Just don't get too carried away and burn it like I did last week. Pro tip. Trying to pass off burnt granola as extra toasted doesn't fool anyone, especially not your brutally honest children. Finally, garnish with a few fresh mint leaves. This adds a nice pop of color and makes you feel like a proper food stylist. Even if the rest of your kitchen looks like a disaster zone and you can't remember the last time you saw your countertop. And there you have it. Your green tea and mint smoothie bowl is ready to be devoured. This recipe serves one as a meal or two as a snack, depending on how hungry you are or how much of it ended up on the floor during the making process. Now let's talk nutrition. This smoothie bowl is packed with antioxidants from the green tea and spinach, protein from the Greek yogurt, and healthy fats from the chia seeds. It's also a good source of fiber, thanks to the banana and toppings. Plus, the green tea gives you a nice caffeine boost without the jitters you might get from coffee. It's basically a superhero in a bowl, minus the cape and ability to fly. The prep time for this recipe is about 10 minutes, assuming you're not simultaneously refereeing a sibling squabble or trying to find your phone that your toddler hid in the laundry basket. The actual blending time is minimal, which is great for those mornings when you're running late because you spent 20 minutes looking for matching socks. One of the best things about this recipe is how customizable it is. Don't like kiwi? Use berries instead. Not a fan of granola? Try some chopped nuts. The possibilities are endless, kind of like my kids' ability to create mess and chaos. If you're feeling extra fancy, you can make this smoothie bowl look even more Instagram-worthy by creating patterns with your toppings. Arrange the kiwi slices in a fan shape, make a chia seed spiral, or spell out SOS in granola. You know, just in case anyone checking your social media feed wants to send help. This smoothie bowl is perfect for those hot summer days when you can't bear the thought of turning on the stove. It's also great for tricking your kids into eating something healthy. Just tell them it's ice cream for breakfast and watch their eyes light up. They don't need to know about the hidden spinach. That'll be our little secret. And there you have it, folks. A delicious, nutritious, and slightly ridiculous green tea and mint smoothie bowl. It's the perfect way to start your day or to reward yourself for surviving another day of parenting. Because let's face it, sometimes just making it to bedtime without losing your mind deserves a celebration. And what better way to celebrate than with a bowl of green goodness that's almost too pretty to eat? Almost. So go ahead, whip up this smoothie bowl, snap a picture for the gram, and enjoy a moment of peace before reality sets back in. And remember, if anyone asks, those aren't bags under your eyes, they're just matcha stains from your breakfast. Smoothie bowl out.